Hey, it's Gina at Tarot and Time in Kent, Connecticut. Let's talk about the astrology for the week ahead of October 11th. So we're in our last full week of the sun being in the sign of Libra, a Venus sign. Our last full week of Mercury Retrograde, thank goodness. So what's been coming up for you? Mercury Retrograde, the planet of communication, planet that rules roadways, so it affects deliveries, all that kind of stuff. It went retrograde on September 27th, and it will come out of retrograde on the 18th, which is next Monday. So, what's been going on? What came up for you? It was in the sign of Libra, so relationship stuff. Maybe people from the past, information that comes to you that completes things. That's what I find happens during retrograde for me. So Mercury will be, on Monday the 11th, it will be at the same degree that it was back on September 10th. So see what's been going on since then. What were you doing then? This is a time to have a redo, right? Anything with the RE words, so we can review it and reevaluate, especially with the sun being in Libra. We want to evaluate our value, our love, where we put our energy, especially around people, other relationships. So the good news is that Mercury retrograde will be over soon. Also, we're going to head into Scorpio season, which is like my favorite season of the year. So let's enjoy Libra while it's here. Final balancing, right? Because Libra is those scales of justice, trying to find the balance, maybe trying some new ways, maybe trying to pass off some responsibilities to other situations. Maybe your kids can help more. Maybe it's time to hire that cleaning person to come in and help out a little bit. How can we balance things more so that we get to have more Venus time, more downtime, more self-care time? So those are the kind of things that I'm thinking about right now, especially during this last week. The full moon's going to come up next week on Wednesday the 20th. It's going to be in Aries. So what I'm thinking is that Aries is related to the term I am, right? It's the first sign of the zodiac. And we're coming out of this retrograde period where we really weren't supposed to be buying any major purchases, but we're also, the sun's in a Venus sign still. So I'd like you thinking about giving yourself a gift, something beautiful, probably jewelry. Around the 18th up to the 20th, maybe just on the full moon on the 20th. So you can start thinking about what that is now and then purchase it after retrograde ends on the 18th. Or maybe you'll go out for a full moon celebration and do something kind for yourself. So I want you to be acknowledging who you are, your value that you bring to the table, how you're going to be kinder to yourself, and something symbolic to show yourself that. So something about the new you, who you are. We have a lot of aspects with Jupiter, a lot of like positive, so to speak, aspects. Jupiter's trining the sun, Mercury, and Mars. The sun, Mercury, and Mars are all in the sign of Libra, so it's called a stellium when three or more planets are together. And Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of luck, of blessings, is making a positive aspect to that trine. So there's a lot of energy and it's being supported. It wants to expand your world. So the sun about being seen, Mercury about communicating, Mars about taking action is being activated with luck and blessings. So fantastic. There's also a positive aspect trine with Saturn trining Mercury. So it might be time to start speaking up about your value that you bring and maybe renegotiating how the rules of your life or the rules of your home work. So all of that's happening. It's going to get lighter as retrograde wears off after the 18th. So the moon is going to start us off this week. Monday, it'll still be in Sagittarius, so I hope you had a fun weekend because I love Sagittarius. I feel like as soon as the moon went into Sag, I finally got to hear live music and got to feel a little bit more fun. And so by Monday afternoon, the moon will be in Capricorn, so it's a really good time to get down to business, get some work done, get very grounded, very clear about what you want, and so I would say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, great time to work a little late, get some extra things going on to get organized. By Wednesday, the moon will enter Aquarius. It'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday until late Friday night. So anything can happen in Aquarius. So get your stuff together the beginning of the week, get your laundry done, get all the details set, and then get ready for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, where Aquarius is just unpredictable. You never know. And so this way you can be ready to leap forward if the opportunity presents itself. By the weekend, we'll have a Pisces weekend. So Pisces ruled by Neptune, super creative, super artsy, but foggy. Pisces tends to like to rest, retreat. So it might be a great weekend to do that. Maybe you'll go stay somewhere and sleep in. Maybe you'll go get a hotel or do something fun. It's leaf peeping season up here in New England. So think about resting, retreating, taking some time for maybe some artistic projects that you want to put some energy into, and then thinking about how you're going to treat yourself, buying yourself some kind of present by the 20th. All right, so by Sunday the 17th, get your moon water out. If you don't know about moon water, you can watch our short video on it on YouTube. So we have 3 piles here, working with a few different decks. Got this whole little plate here full of them. This is the relative oracle we'll bring in at the end. We have the elemental wisdom and the dark mansion, some of my favorites, new favorites. We've got the everyday witch here. We're getting into that season. We've got the witches tarot, which I'm really liking. And I pulled out the black cat tarot too. So heading into that Halloween season, Scorpio season. This is really our last week before that starts. So pick your pile. Pile number 1, we've got this big chunk of clear quartz. Pile 2, we're working with citrine. Pile 3, rose quartz. Pick a pile, let's get started. Pile number 1, this beautiful clear quartz chunk. I love clear quartz. I feel like it just can absorb negativity. It can clear it out really quickly. You've heard me talking about holding it, especially after a lot of tarot readings, just letting it charge up with anything and maybe emotions that I took on that I don't need to take home with me, and just hold it, clear it. And this is a great one to just leave in the sun to clear out. Or with the full moon coming is a great time to put it outside with your moon water to clear. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you for pile number 1. Starting the week off with Columbus Day, you might have that day off. Moon in Capricorn, heading into Aquarius, and then Pisces. Let's see what you need to know for the week. All right, starting us off with the beautiful Empress card here. So she is Venus. She's related to the sign Taurus, but she's the essence of Venus. We know that Libra is a Venus sign also. The Empress is always pregnant. She is always giving birth to something new. So hopefully that's not too uncomfortable for her if she's always pregnant. But she looks pretty content. She looks lovely and beautiful and confident and grounded. At the heart of the matter here for you, we have the 4 of Wands. It's a beautiful card. Kind of taking a pause, savoring your relationship. It almost kind of looks like it may have been a wedding scene, but there's some commitment being made. It's coming up in the heart of the matter here. So the Empress would definitely be extremely committed to herself and in relationships with others that value her also. Supporting the heart of the matter is the 5 of Wands. We know 2021 in numerology is a 5-year. So this is a year of change. So this would be a change of passion. And it looks very beautiful actually. It looks like the next step after this 4 into this 5. We're almost like the family's joining in. There's more helping hands. And I think I was saying in the beginning of the video, you know, Libra season, it's a great time. I was talking about maybe hiring someone to help with the cleaning, or maybe asking your kid, if you have children or other people living in your home, asking for the help that you need. And I just see more hands on board helping you so that you can actually take some downtime, enjoy something beautiful that you enjoy doing, taking time out for your relationship. We have the Death card coming in on the foundation here. There's a new door opening back here. There's cords being cut, some relationships that may have to end, one door closing, a new door opening. This is very Scorpio. We're going into Scorpio season. So you're topped and bottomed with major arcanas, major secrets of life. The Empress wants you to value yourself, to be kind to yourself, to know that you bring so much to the table, that it's not through effort. And the Death card here is to remind you that things are changing, being removed, new opportunities are opening for you, and that's a good thing. Behind the scenes, we have the Lovers card. It's beautiful. Major Arcana number 6. Kind of placing it down here right next to the Four of Wands. So the relationship is a big theme. But again, it's Libra season. So it's your all relationships, and especially the one with yourself. There's the Seven of Pentacles. Kind of protecting this tree so it can grow. Giving it a chance, giving it time. You're on your spiritual path. And in the future position, we have this beautiful Strength card. A lot of major arcanas coming up here. So I love, right across here, we got the Lovers, the Four of Wands, and the Strength card. And I like that she's kind of, her wand has made this tornado happen here. She's stepping away. She's empowered. She knows that some things are just not for her. And then we have the Nine of Cups. He's kind of relaxing, smoking his cigar, having a cocktail. Feels very Pisces to me in a way. There's a lot of choices. You need to choose you, choose some downtime, enjoy, and savor your relationships. Knowing that the ones that work are really special and that there's some that just don't, and they need to be stepped away from. So let's do a few more cards here. I'm going to pull a couple more tarot cards. Anything else you need to know this week ahead? Best use of your energy. The Two of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. Look how pretty that is. So a lot of implications here about relationships, about really savoring the positive ones. Ace of Pentacles, something new coming in. I feel like what's new is that you're actually stepping up and choosing good things for yourself. So savor the relationships that you thrive in this week. Give some of them a chance to grow and develop a little, and some that just need to be removed. We've got Stature as one of your oracles, and Defense. Stature and Defense. Interesting. I'm going to pull one more. Well, Stature, you know, you've kind of moved up, so to speak. You're choosing better quality things for yourself. Defense, I mean, some may get defensive over the changes that you're making. And you're Sorceress. Okay, but you have to be true to you. You have to pay attention to the feelings that are coming in. You know, you're a powerhouse. You know what needs to change. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to roll some dice, see if we get any other information. We've got Mercury in Capricorn in the 11th house. So Mercury, the planet of communication, in the sign of Capricorn, which is, it's ruled by Saturn, so it's your long-term success. It has a lot to do with your career, but it also kind of, I think of like long-term, really knowing what you want, being able to communicate it out into the world. Mercury in astrology is a third house. It rules your local community. It rules your siblings. And then the 11th house is Aquarius's house, and that has a lot to do with large groups of people, your friend groups, your humanitarian efforts. So there's something there, maybe needing to speak up, changes that need to be made about the rules, especially when it comes to friendships. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few of these Scrabble pieces. And I think I'll go with a little bit of charms. I have some letters in here too. There's a lot that just came out. It's like an Eiffel Tower and a cup, and they all fell over the Four of Wands. Sunshine and palm trees and a wine glass and a moose and a dog and a hot air balloon and a key. All consolidated there. It's almost like just really enjoying your relationship and how free you are to be yourself in it. And if you don't have this kind of relationship in your life, then it's kind of envisioning what it is that you do want, making space for it. I see you taking vacations. I feel like I said something about hotel rooms a couple times, and this key just reminds me of that. And going and just having some fun experiences. I've got an acorn here, so there's plenty, not really worrying too much about the financial aspect of it. Okay, let's see what letters we have. F-I-R-S-T first. Okay, and C-U-G-E's. Did I get anything else? All right, well, I'm going to take a picture. You can look, see what you get out of it. Okay, well, I'll take a picture. Have fun with the letters. See if you can get anything else. But the word first is jumping out. And first. So just kind of like choosing yourself first, being kind to yourself first, and then the relationship. And things are changing for the better. Enjoy it and make sure you take time out to savor it, really, is what I'm seeing. Okay, have a great week. Thank you. Pile number 2, this nice chunk of citrine. Let's see what you need to know this week ahead. All right, we're starting off here with the 10 of Wands. And it looks like he's turning on the light, pulling the cord, and this whole cave is illuminated with crystals. And there's all these wands. They look like cat heads, which is kind of funny. So I probably wouldn't have noticed all the beauty all around, all these crystals growing in this cave if he hadn't turned the light on. 10 of Wands. So, you know, a lot of times 10 of Wands looks like an overwhelming card, like you're carrying a lot. But this one, it's like it's overwhelming in beauty, in realizing all the beauty around. So we're starting off with that. Interesting that it's a crystal reference when we have this crystal here with the pile. All right, let's see what's going on. Heart of the matter, heart position of the reading, and we have the 6 of Swords. Ready to move forward with plans, move forward, maybe an actual moving forward. And it seems like the hard times are kind of behind, like she's moving ahead into something new. There's like a new awareness coming in, like the light was just turned on, this new awareness. Supporting the heart of the matter, we have the 8 of Swords. So feeling very bound to thought, but really the heart it's ready to leave behind some of these pains. You can see that her dress there looks like it has some blood spilled on it. So there was some hard times. There's a new awareness coming in. There's a sense of freedom coming in. She's held here, but really she's okay. Everything's okay, but she feels held. And speaking of held, the foundation, we have the Hanged Man. He's being held in this cobweb. So major arcana coming in on the foundation. It's a Virgo card. Virgo wants us to sort through all the details of things. It's associated with health. So taking that, kind of almost like holding on to you to make you slow down, take care of yourself better. So I see a lot of movement ahead, but then the need to kind of just not move too quickly. Look at things from a little bit of a different viewpoint. Behind the scenes, we have These decks are still a little new. They get a little sticky. Okay, this is just one card. Seven of Cups. All these options. And so it's all there, all these cups, all these choices, and there's butterflies floating around all over it. So there's a lot of transformations happening, and often Seven of Cups, things aren't all the way clear, but it feels very clear in this picture. Okay, behind the scenes, we have the King of Wands, Fire King. He's really opposite to this Eight of Swords, which he's placed next to, because Eight of Swords is feeling so bound. King of Wands is like, let's go everywhere. We have the Four of Wands, this cute little scene here, kind of savoring, taking the time out. Feels like, looks like he's about to propose. So it's like, let's see, I want to pull a couple more. Here's the Eight of Swords again, coming in next to the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you're having some new, you're starting to see that there's a lot of options. You're choosing to leave the painful ones behind, to leave the situations where you don't feel that you have your power. You're ready to move past that. There's a little bit of a delay, and it feels to me heavy that like a partner that you're with maybe wants a commitment from you, or wants a bigger world with you, but there's a lot of options there for you, and you kind of want this freedom, but then you're feeling stuck. It's like this push and pull. I want to pull a few more cards and make sure that I'm moving in the right direction here. So Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay, it just feels to me like there's a lot of pressure on you, like there's a lot going on, you're overseeing a lot. Page of Pentacles is kind of evaluating this pentacle. I feel like there's been some kind of proposal or some kind of commitment or some kind of big question asked of you. And it's almost like the person's waiting for you to give them an answer, and it's really good to wait right now because of all the aspects going on with retrograde. It would be best to not feel pressured into giving an answer right now. You need to look at things from a different perspective and kind of wait and see and feel until you're actually freed up enough to know all the information to be able to give an answer. So I would not allow the pressure that other people put on you for an answer. And this can be business too. It doesn't just have to be love. But I feel like there's options being presented. They look pretty, they sound nice, but you're just still gathering all the information. We have the Star and the Wheel of Fortune coming up, helping us out here, and one more, the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the Star, she's a card of hope, right? She's an Aquarian card, comes in after the Tower. So there may be like some form of hope being offered to you. Wheel of Fortune, maybe a trip is being offered to you. Ten of Cups here is like this romantic time out. And so, but like, it's almost like you can't be bought, so to speak, is what I'm getting. And there's a need to wait. There's a Knight of Coins and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so please don't think that this is the only offer that's ever going to come in for you. Please don't make choices out of that kind of mentality. There will be many offers. Again, this can be about a relationship, because I kind of see it that way, but then this can also be about work. There's a lot of ideals here that look really great and beautiful, but is it real? That's what I'm getting. And it's funny that the citrine came up, because I was having a hard time buying citrine because a lot of it is dyed amethyst, and I guess it's cheaper, so a lot of places will sell dyed amethyst and call it citrine. And so we were having a little bit of problems trying to make sure that we were getting the right citrine when we were ordering. So that's kind of what I'm almost seeing here. It's like, is it real? Is the offer being presented really as beautiful and valuable as it presently feels that it may be? So please pause, take the time, no major decisions until at least after the 18th. Please make sure that you're seeing yourself fully in this relationship. Please do not fall into the idea that someone's going to come and save you, because really, you're only going to be able to save yourself. So yes, there could be a good offer, there could be value there for you, but not out of desperation. And the Ace of Wands coming in. So there's definitely new, beautiful offers, adventures coming in. This is not the only one. Pause and see if this is real. Let's see what we have for our dice. We have the moon in Scorpio in the 3rd house. Okay, so we had, the moon just came out of Scorpio over the weekend. 3rd house is Mercury's house, house of communication. So we know Mercury's in retrograde. Scorpio, I find, Scorpio kind of has a lot to do with secrets and information coming in intuitively. So please pay attention to the intuitive messages that you're receiving. If something doesn't feel right, you don't need to explain it with logic. You need to trust that it doesn't quite feel right. So Scorpio is a gift like that can help you through feeling. 3rd house, communicating, and it's a house of information. So information will be given to you intuitively so you can make the right decision, knowing that there's plenty more, and knowing that not all citrine is real. So knowing that something that may present one way is actually something else. So trust your intuition, your gut feeling, your body pain, all of those things I consider to be part of your intuition. Okay, I'm gonna pull a couple oracle cards here from the Relative Oracle. Let's see if there's anything else here that you need to know. Vigor, Spirit, Comedy, Tragedy, and Disconnect. Okay, I'll show you these cards. Here's Vigor. So it looks good, right? Here's Spirit. So you definitely, Spirit's going to speak to you and help you. It's probably not going to just be like, hey, how you doing? It's probably going to be more through feeling. Comedy, Tragedy, Entertainment, definitely for sure. But you don't want drama in your own life just for entertainment purposes. And then this is the Disconnect. So there's some situations that you may need to disconnect from. These guys are in suits. It makes me feel like it's more business-wise. So I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Is this love or is this business? Or maybe it's a little bit of both, depending on who's listening. Love, Ace of Cups. Business, King of Cups. Okay, well, it feels more emotional. Feels a little bit sexual. So just trust your feeling. Pay attention to the dreams. What information's coming in? What doubts are coming up? Pay attention to it. Okay, have a great week. Oh, we have to do Scrabble. Let's see what words we get. And we'll do a couple charms. This Eiffel Tower keeps popping up. We've got an airplane and some sunshine, and we have this king on an island. I feel like there's going to be an offer of a trip. You'll have to decide if that works for you. Got a G and a U and a 3 of hearts. Got a couple tree of lives and a piece of hematite. A unicorn, a little Monument Valley coin, an anchor, another sun with the letter X here. Okay. Maybe it's your ex making you promises that things are going to be better this time. We are in Libra season, so that is something that could happen. Old relationships, especially during retrograde. Got the word made, M-A-D-E. I've got, let's see what else. Stirs, made stirs, and well, I'm gonna let you choose. You can check it out. I'm gonna make the word pie, and we've got a Z and a K and a V and a W and an X also, so we could probably use this U. All right, well, I'll put it here. You check it out. Have a great week. Pile number 3, this beautiful chunk of rose quartz. Some beautiful self-love week for you. Okay, let's see what's going on this last week of the Sun in Libra. This last week of Mercury Retrograde. Let's see what you need to know. Okay, well, you're starting off strong with the World card. So she's kind of, her witch hat's being blown away. It's time to take a break. The world is ruled by the planet Saturn. We know that Saturn is making a trine with Mercury, so a positive aspect, definitely. We know that the moon is in Capricorn the first few days this week, and this is kind of indicating that you need to take a break from work, that you need to celebrate a little bit, take some downtime. Rose quartz really wants you to be kinder, to be softer, more loving to yourself. Venus season, Libra's a Venus sign, wants the same thing for you. All right, let's see what else. In the heart position of the reading, we have the Knight of Wands making this big leap forward. So your heart is ready, wants to have fun. The Knight of Wands is like the bad boy of the deck. He's up for a good time. He's a fiery knight. He's going out there in the world. And so your heart's kind of craving a little bit of fun. Supporting your heart, you've got the 4 of coins, 4 of pentacles. And he's kind of pausing, very different from the knight there. He's got the treasure chest open. I think of that as so Saturn-like. And he's just kind of, he's got the treasure chest. He's got it all there. It's kind of almost like being offered that there's plenty. But he also feels like he's pursuing you. He almost feels like a knight. Let's see what else. All right, we have the Queen of Cups coming in on the foundation. Queen of Emotions. She's a water queen. Looks like all these beautiful roses have fallen by her feet. She's got bare feet. She's just kind of savoring the sand on her feet, the cup that she's drinking from. There's a lot of relaxation. It's very similar to the first card, the World. They both have their feet barefoot by the ocean, in the sand, in the water, kind of vacation time. So even if you can't get away to do that, what's a minor version of that that you can bring into your life? Here's the 2 of Swords coming in the background. 2 of Air, relationships to your thoughts. Definitely about maybe like that you feel guilty or something when you take downtime. There's the Knight of Swords. He's ready to get on with it. Ace of Cups coming in your future position. And the 10 of Swords. I love this version because it says exit in so many different languages. You think of 10 of Swords as like usually such a card of overwhelmment, often portrayed with like a lot of swords in the back. But this one's such a cool version of him just reading the exit sign, and he knows it's time to exit. And you know, the World card is the last card of the major arcana, so that's kind of like the end of something. The 10 of Swords is the highest number in the minor arcana, so there's something, you're leaving behind something. Maybe you're leaving behind the way that you used to work, or maybe you're actually going to take a little mini vacation for yourself in any form that can be done. Maybe that all that can be right now is just sleeping in a little on a Sunday. Or maybe, especially with this Pisces weekend coming up, because Pisces loves the rest and restorative kind of thing. Ace of Cups is a 1, 10 of Swords in numerology, we call that a 1. So there's an end of something new coming in. Some of it is about your thoughts and what you think about taking downtime, that you have some rules about it. But your heart wants more fun. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Let's try another deck here. Got 2 queens. This King of Wands just fell out of the deck. And I'm going to pull one more. The 10 of Swords again. This is the Virgin I was talking about. And I'm going to just have a couple more. 10 of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of royalty energy, 2 kings here. The 10 of Cups, another 10, kind of the happy family card. With another 10 on top, Queen of Swords. Okay, so it's almost like it's time to start. She's mixing a concoction that works for her, a remedy that works for her. That's enough of the overworking, the overthinking, the overworrying. It needs a break. There needs to be better boundaries about it. There needs to be better boundaries with the family and that role that you're taking with it. The kings want you to enjoy, to know that you are in charge, to know that you have the final say, and you get to say when you need a break. That's what I'm seeing. So, please take it. Please take it in whatever form that you can. Please make better boundaries with your work. And is there anything else that you need to know this week? 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Okay. Well, I kind of get the impression that you're a pro at this 3 of Swords, the old pain, all that stuff, all the heartache. The 2 of Cups here in the middle, wanting you keep getting all these like beach references, taking the time, enjoying it, savoring your relationships. And the Hanged Man wants you to rest, renew. You can do it by choice. You can do it by choice and have a really great time. If you do not do this by choice, something is going to stop you. That's going to make you take that pause. And if I were you, I would personally want to choose it for myself rather than to be given some downtime against your will. So I'm feeling like I'm getting like ankles, like your ankles, like you need to be careful. You're moving too quickly and you don't want to fall or get hurt or have something like that slow you down. You want your choice to slow you down. So please choose it, again, in whatever form that can be done. But you need to move slower. And you need to do some like inversions, like your legs up the wall, kind of yoga pose. You can call it yoga and you can take a nap and it would be really good for you. Okay, you've got the communication card. Imitation, communication, imitation, and invitation. Communication, imitation, and invitation. All right, well, there's some kind of message really wanting to come through for you. It's time to take some downtime. You're being invited to do this. You can imitation makes me feel like whatever. You can imitate other ways that people take downtime. You're being invited to sit, relax, renew. And so make your plans. Make your plans, and you can really solidify them after the 18th, once Mercury's out of retrograde. Okay, let's roll some dice. The kindness, the rose quartz wants you to be more gentle to yourself. You have a lot of expectations out of yourself, and they're a little much. Mercury, Pisces, 6th house. So the 6th house is Virgo. It's the Hanged Man, basically. Pisces, we're going into this Pisces weekend. Mercury. So maybe you can go somewhere nearby. Maybe you can, but there's something about, you have rules with yourself that need to change. You have a lot of expectation that you're going to get a lot done, and you need the rest. So sleeping, that's number one. Savoring, shoes off, feet in the sand kind of attitude. I know it's not like super warm around here and it's not that easy to get away, but get away in whatever form you can. It's for your health and well-being. And I think that afterwards, you'll start to learn how to incorporate this into your life more often. Okay, let's do a few letters. And a couple charms. The letter E and the word we jumped out. So maybe this is not an alone trip. This is with someone you love. Here's a ring here. The moon, an anchor. We do have an airplane here, sun, palm trees, turtle, a moon, a couple moons, an 8, an infinity sign. And it's kind of falling over the 3 of swords. So it's like the remedy is let's move on with it. Let's get out. Let's get some sunshine. Get some fresh air. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Going for the word dream. I have... Well, I'm not going to take dread because I do not want that. All right, what else we got? Well, I've got a blank one, so I can have the word dream. And I have the word tiny. Tiny dream. Okay, that's okay. It can be something minor. It doesn't have to be like spending a ton of money. It's just the idea of doing something kind for yourself. I've got the word read, R-E-E-D. And joy. Okay, and the word you. Okay, well, you can look at the rest of this and see what you can do with it, but downtime, tiny dream, go do something, it doesn't matter, something little, rest, renew, especially Friday, Saturday, Sunday with the moon in Pisces. And the color of the day on Friday the 15th is rose, and you have this beautiful rose quartz. So do something kind, gentle, enjoy it. It can be a tiny version of the big version of things that you'll do later, but just something that brings joy. Have a great week.